Figure on the stairs?
Stage.
On the stage? Is he coming towards us, Bri?
Yes. Slowly and glaring, cursing.
This will be Thomas then, will it, Chris?
Yeah.
Spitting as well.
Oh, he's spitting.
There's a male voice.
It's really low.
Well, you're talking, well, Brian's talking at you, you know.
Come towards us, Thomas. Come towards us. Do something. Between you two. Come on, do something else. Are you all right?
It's just cold.
It's freezing, isn't it?
Feeling cold.
It's
there
out.
aren't actual breezes though, that's the only thing
Yeah.
you have to be aware of.
I'll ask one more time. Oh, do you hear that? How many of you are here? Please knock out how many of you are here now, please. 2.
3.
3. There are 3 of you.
Not 5.
6. It was 6.
Yeah,
From the very first one to the
Really?
last one was 6.
Okay. Can you affect us? Can you throw something? Do you know what I think? I think we've stirred up enough energy now to leave it here in the studio with these people, these lovely people. And I think we should move on to our next location, and I think we should leave it here with you guys. And if you see anything or feel anything, then please, please, please just put your hand up and let yourselves be known to Julian or Paul. So Paul, it's back to you while we get ready to go to our next location.
Can you mention it on stage? Because they're finished now.
Thank you, Yvette. An extraordinary start to tonight's investigation. This is Halloween. We are absolutely live until midnight on Virgin 1 and Living, and we're back after this break.
Whistling. Let us hear your voice.
My knees are actually getting very cold.
Yeah.
What's the matter, Kieran?
2 people have had to be taken out.
Okay.
I've just got really icy cold blast across my hands, sure as everyone else has as well.
Hey, I got that time.
There's a smell.
Hey, that was a proper on your hands. Something's just moved right between my feet. Was that somebody went on the table?
Yeah, on the table. Yeah, right in the middle of it.
Welcome back to Most Haunted Live, a very unnerving start to our Halloween spectacular. We are absolutely live until midnight, and the investigation started right here in the Winter Gardens Theatre in Morecambe with a seance on the stage, and we had some extraordinary results. To unpick them, I'm joined again by Phil Wyman, paranormal investigator, and Brian Shepherd, our medium, clairvoyant and psychic artist. Brian, let's start with you first. You came up on the stage and you were shaking, my friend. What happened?
I was indeed. Look at this. This is what it's about, isn't it? And I don't know if anyone else can echo that, but what we've just experienced was just incredible. I couldn't help but shout out, because when those guys were here seated, something was on this stage. There was a figure walking about on the stage. I saw it, I felt it. It was full of rage. It was spitting. I couldn't even see, properly features of the face, but it was just incredible.
So what are you seeing? A shadowy figure? Do you sense colours?
Yeah,
because
a
of the
tall,
anger?
no, not colours at all. Very, very, as I say, sort of a fuzzy, dark shape, if you like, but the indication was that it was just full of rage, just staring down at the team who were seated just down below us.
Okay, let's turn to Phil now for a second, Phil. We've had this before, that people in the audience suddenly seem to react to what's happening. How much of that might be psychological, and how much might be because of whatever's in this theatre?
You always have to take into account that it might actually be psychological, it might be a bit of a hysteria creeping in.
but also the divination method that we're using on stage is supposedly very, very powerful, so whatever might be coming through could be affecting the audience as well. It's also interesting that there might have been possible poltergeist activity with the stones dropping or whatever. I'm not saying it was, but I've done this location about 6 times. Never, ever have I had anything drop from the ceiling, but it just seems to be twice when we did the Ouija board, we get that activity.
We have said, although it's not been in use regularly since 1977, structurally this building is sound. We've been wandering around here for over a week now. I've never heard anything fall or drop before until tonight. I was standing that side of the stage. I could hear things on that side of the stage as well. And you think that maybe was poltergeist activity?
Possibly. This place is supposed to be very, very haunted, and we've had things happen similar in the past. I just want to mention, actually, Paul, if I can, that there are 6 or 7 people down there to this side of the stage that heard faint whistling and also smelled a weird smell. Myself and 2 other guys, including Simon, the camera guy, heard some knocking noises coming from the far right of the stage as well.
Thank you very much for the moment, Phil and Brian. Let's find out what you've been finding, sensing and seeing at home via the webcams. Let's get that update from Julian Clegg and his interactive team. Julian.
Thanks, Paul. Well, clearly lots of activity in the theatre tonight, and that's a more important reason for keeping an eye on the webcams. Just before we go to those, very quickly, Iron Man on the forum says, I think you ought to keep an eye on Stuart tonight. He seems to be the one they pick on because they feed off his energy and he easily gets provoked. We shall see as the evening goes on. Let's look at our webcams. We've got 4 of them in the studio in the Winter Gardens in Morecambe tonight for you to look at. Webcam 1 in the ladies' toilet. Let's bring it up there. You can see it already. Messages coming through thick and fast. Sandy and Scunthorpe. There's a small figure sat in the back corner rocking on webcam 1. Also on this webcam, Jodie in Birmingham, I can see a figure of a middle-aged woman crouching down in the corner, rocking backwards and forwards like she's scared of something. Be safe tonight, team, is the message from Jodie. Thank you for that, Jodie. And Morgan in Hadfield, hi. There's a little girl wandering continuously to and fro on webcam 1. Good luck to the team. And lots of good luck messages, as you can imagine, tonight with the experiment coming up later on. Webcam 2, the stairwell area. There it is. Deborah in Belfast says there's a dark figure by the post that keeps blacking everything out. Also on that webcam, Catherine in Gorebridge says there's a man on the top of the stair on webcam 2 with his hands on his head shouting, Mary, be very careful, team, is the message. And Teresa, Jim and Rachel in Weston-super-Mare say they can see a figure standing on the stair rail but can't make out if it's a man or a woman. That's webcam 2, the stairwell area. Let's move on to webcam 3, the dressing room. Very active, this one, all this week. Sue from Nottingham, there's a man standing by the door wearing a black coat and a hat. He's about 6 foot tall. Be careful tonight, I feel there's something playing with you all in the shadows in the Winter Gardens. Linda from Hertfordshire, it's like Piccadilly Circus in there with so many orbs. Nice one, team. Looking forward to the grand finale tonight. And Amy from High Wycombe, I can see a cat on webcam 3, perhaps a witch's cat. I feel that the Pendle Witches will be back again tonight. Moving on to webcam 4. That one's in the basement, you can see the picture there. And Brenda from Hull says, I heard a slight whimpering sound, like a child maybe on that webcam. And Colin and Claire from Manchester, they say we've spotted a large wolf or dog on that webcam. We hope all the crew are okay, especially Matt. Take care, this animal is evil personified, but also look out for a woman called Alice. The animal belongs to her. And finally on webcam 4, Sean from Ipswich, I heard Kath's name and then an evil laugh afterwards. I feel it's evil. Kath should watch out tonight. And of course, a lot of things have happened around Kath over the last 7 nights. So keep an eye on those webcams. MostHauntedLive.net is the place to find them and send your messages through the website as well. Now, all this week we've been running a fantastic competition and your chance to be in the audience at the next Most Haunted Live. And obviously, as you can see from this series of 8 shows, the audience are more important than ever. They go out on vigils, they get involved in seances and so on. So if you'd like to be in the audience for the cost of a 5p phone call, this is how it works. On top of that, you walk off with some fantastic prizes, including tonight's prize, a fantastic TV, a Samsung 42-inch HD plasma television. Also, you'll receive a Samsung Jet mobile phone from Virgin Media, very nice bit of kit, together with a pair of tickets to the next Most Haunted Live event. And everybody who rings in is in with a chance of walking off with £1,000. Very nice. If you'd like to win all of that, this is how it works. Answer this question. In January of this year, Most Haunted Live took place in Liverpool. But which landmark was the main base? Was it A, the Royal Albert Hall, B, St George's Hall, or C, St Paul's Cathedral? If you think you know the answer, pick up the phone and dial me now. Here's the number, 0844 646 9966. The calls cost 5p from a BT landline. Mobile and other networks may be considerably higher. The competition is open to UK residents aged 18 or over. The lines close at 10 o'clock in the evening on Sunday the 1st of November. The winner will be selected at random after the close date and contacted in person. And full details and terms on our website, mosthauntedlive.net. Finally, for the moment, from Interactive, Jenka says, watch out team for Emily tonight. She says she was innocent. Also, Izzy says, keep safe team. I'm all on my own tonight. I'm watching the show from behind the cushion. I should think you are. And Vicky in Leicester says, please stay safe tonight team. Elizabeth is going to be around you all evening looking for revenge. Also, Thomas is going to reappear. More from Interactive later. Paul, back to you.
Thank you, Julian, and more from Yvette Fielding right now. She's en route to the vigil location for tonight. We can join her now via the video mobile phone. Yvette, an extraordinary start. Hello, Yvette. Lots of noises, lots of feelings of fear in the audience, a couple of people feeling a little unwell. How are you feeling, and what did you make of that?
I thought the whole thing was fabulous. I love the fact that the audience were really getting involved. We all felt the same thing. It went incredibly icy.